what do coin dealers typically buy at coin shows? I'm going to show you some things that I purchased at the last coin show that was Sunday in Chillicothe, Ohio. If you missed the show, you missed a good one. There was 242 people who came to the show, visitors or people, customers. A lot of them were my viewers on my channel. The last time we had 250, so that is a huge success because it felt like there were more. There will be another one in March, and I hope we can break that record, the 250 that we did last March. So prepare for that one. Wherever you're at in the United States, the next Chillicothe Coin Show will be in March of 2026. So hopefully more people will show up to that one. It was just so busy. We're going to talk about what I purchased. Also, I did really well at the show. I grossed over $11,000 in sales. I sold to dealers and I sold to viewers. And if you came to my table, I was pretty much selling at gray sheet. So that was a good little deal for everybody who came to my table. Also, I go to the shows to actually meet and greet and to sell coins. I don't buy much, but I did buy this time a little bit. I was approached by other dealers. I was approached by the admin on CoinOp, Mark there, and he wanted me to purchase a couple things, so I did. Great guy. He supports me. He's in the channel comments all the time. And I do want to show a couple things. There was a discovery. Someone found an actual 1793 chain cent in the ground. Okay, it was out in the field there up around Piketon area in Ohio. And then CoinOp, Robert of CoinOp, wanted to show me a rare coin that he has. So we're going to take a look at those before we look at what I purchased. So let's get started. So here is the 1793 flowing hair chain cent. Now, you can't see the date on it, and you can barely see some of the profile. It was corroded, and it was found with a metal detector. Now, how we know that it's large cent 1793 is the reverse. You can definitely see the chain. It had the thickness that you would expect and the size and diameter. I was confident that it was authentic. Now, Annex, ANACS, was at the coin show. You could have submitted coins at the coin show. This, I told him to submit it, get it in a holder, possibly try to ask for conservation. He was offered $3,000 for it, which was a lot of money for a coin like this. I think maybe the people that purchased it or wanting to purchase it thought maybe they can improve it a little bit, maybe reveal the date or whatever, but there are a lot of coin doctors out there. So anyways, that was one of the discoveries. And then we have another one. Here's Robert of CoinOp. It was great to see Robert. We joked around a lot like we always do. But he has, can't see it much here, but the key to this one is this is a proof, and it has the islands. That means it's a type 1 reverse. Okay, they're not supposed to be that way, and we'll take a look at what that looks like here. So here is a typical reverse of a 1971 proof silver Eisenhower dollar. This is what the islands look like. It almost looks like a trench instead of an island. If you look at the example here that's on Heritage, you see the islands. This is one that sold. This one's a 69. I think his was a 68. And he wanted to bring it to the show to show me to use in a video. Now, the auction on this one here, this was 2017. It sold for $6,756. So you're talking about a coin that's worth a few $1,000s. So that was really cool to see that. And here's a few things that I purchased. Someone came to my table with a 1928, and this is the key date of the peace dollars. And it might be close to AU. It looked like it might have a little older cleaning on it. It was in this holder here, and I'll show you what it looked like in the holder. It has a little rub over it, and it's kind of braided a little bit. It makes it look like it's a little bit lower grade and extra fine. So it's always better to have coins out of holders. Then Mark sold me this. And if you don't know, he's one of the moderators on CoinOp and a very huge channel supporter. It was great to see him. Here is a nice Jefferson nickel set that he sent. It's some nice of the silver in here, and then a lot of them are in the unk range, but just your typical set, short set. But the albums are very desirable, and I'll probably sell this as it is. Then we have a complete Walking Liberty $50 set, and these are called trademark. Like albums, pretty good shape. Now these were all pretty much clean. Now this one's not too bad. That 17's not. It looks like it might be an AU, which is really cool. I paid him what he wanted for it. He asked for $1,900 for this, and I went ahead and did that because it has all of them in it. And they're in decent shape, even if they had a little old cleaning on it. You got your 21, 21D, 21S. It's nice. The 19s are better when they're higher grade. Of course, you got the 38D. But all of them had, when you see a little bit of the breast feathers like that, you're looking in the AU range, extra fine. This one here is Unk. It's a 1935. So I might submit the 17 to 35 and see what I get. Help me make a little bit of money on it. The 37 here looks nice. We'll see if it's uncirculated. It looks like it's probably AU, but it's a really nice set. And besides the fact that I wanted to buy it from Mark because he supports the channel so much. I don't typically purchase a lot at the shows. I try to sell at the shows. That's the whole idea. I buy so much at the shop, I don't need to go to a show to buy, like a lot of guys do, like a lot of dealers do. So I try to just tell people, there's other people here to buy, and I'm not buying currently, or I'm not buying a lot. But I'll buy selectively. And the other thing people hit me up with, and it's not selling all that well on the site, but we've got some 90%. I got 15 in face, 450 dimes, and then I'll tell you that I got lots of quarters up on the site. We're pretty close to melt. These got to be sorted. I'll have Dad do that. Make sure. There's a lot of decent ones in here. Now, when we sell our 90%, we go through them and we pick out any calls, clean, and half dates and whatever, and we put those in dent lots. So when you get our 90%, they have meat on the bone, guaranteed. Full dates. You're not going to get a bunch of damaged stuff, slicks. We don't do that. So that's why if you're getting a good deal if you buy off us on our website, portsmouthcoinshop.com, I'll guarantee it. If we mess up and actually put a clad in or something like that, we will make it right. We'll just send them out to you and replace whatever we sent incorrectly. But we're really good about not doing that. We really try hard to go through them and double check them and weigh the rolls before we send them out. Make sure they all weigh what they're supposed to weigh. The silver weight, and count them and all that and sort them. Here's a few. So dealers that had these wanted to sell them to me, so I went ahead and purchased them. It's someone I knew really well. Like I said, I'll buy off some people to do business with, stuff that I might need. Here's some more of the quarters. Then we got some halves. It's always nice to get the Walking Liberty halves, and the Mercury dimes are really popular in constitutional silver. Then I want to show you a couple things, actually 3 things total, that didn't sell that I thought would sell. And I bought these right before the show here at the shop, and I thought, I'm going to take these because it's gold and they're not going to last long. And I have a really good deal on them, $600 and $650, and nobody bought them. And I thought, my goodness, they're $250 gold, and gold's so hot right now, but well, it's the way it was. And then I had someone who was interested in this. This is the 25th anniversary Sacagawea golden dollar, 24 karat gold. It's like a half ounce here. Very rare mintage. I had one dealer look at it and think about it. I've got it up on the site at 26 and hasn't sold. I've had this since the Ohio State Coin Show. I bought it off the dealer. So maybe someone would be interested in it. But anyways, those are the things I couldn't sell at the show that I thought would just disappear. So this year's show, the first time they had 2 Chillicothe coin shows. And I want to talk about this for a second because these coin shows, these local coin shows, homegrown coin shows are extremely important to the coin collecting community, where you can meet up with local dealers, local people, And yeah, they might be 2 hours away or an hour away, but it doesn't really matter because you get a connection there at these local shows, these small shows. In Ohio, we have one on the third Sunday of every month, and that's at it's called the Hilliard Coin Show. It's at Hilliard. And then there's the last Sunday of every month, and that's the Green Hill Show. And I urge anyone to check those out because Hilliard's obviously in Columbus, and the Green Hills is right around Sharonville area, up around the greater Cincinnati area. It's easy to get to, easy to find, and it's actually grown. And I talked to Huffman, who runs that, and I'll tell you, you should check that show out. It's a chance to go to a show once a month to see if there's anything that you can purchase, or maybe you can sell something, or you can set up yourself, cut your own teeth, and try to sell some coins, maybe even get some wholesale deals yourself. And now the Chillicothe show, we're going to have it March and November. First time having 2 shows in a year. I've been going to the Chillicothe Coin Show in March for over 20 years. That's the first show I went to when I was as an adult, or at least doing this myself as a business. So I've only missed one Chillicothe Coin Show, and hopefully I won't miss any more. And then the other one is, and we'll have the flyer out because it's going to be 4 times. It's the Taze Valley Show. That's another one. It's a small show. So you've got these shows that I go to. I go to the Chillicothe Show. That's twice a year. Then I go to the Sharonville Show, I go to the Ohio State Show, and then 4 times a year I go to the Taze Valley Show. And that's pretty much where I go. I don't go out of state to any shows. I haven't done that yet. It's not that I won't ever do it. But before I can go to other shows out of the state, I've got to semi-retire to shop. I'm tied up at the shop with the phone calls, with people wanting to meet me, wanting to come in, and they want to talk to me and nobody else. So it's hard for me not to be here. I took yesterday off, and I'm probably going to do a lot of catching up today. I get a lot of emails. So unfortunately, it ties me to the shop. So I'm going to have to eventually think of something so that I can go to these larger shows and kind of expand myself a little bit, just to kind of go out there and meet people that I wouldn't typically meet, do business and things like that. But anyways, until now, those are the shows, and I'll have that listed on my website that I'll be going to in 2026. So stay tuned for that, or look for that on the website. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.